Hello guys, this is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys, thank you so much. Hi, CK 你好。喂，C 课哦，今天，Honest 啊，你好，你好 ，Trina 你好 ，Bradley，妈 Y，Fat，大哥大姐都来了，对，然后今天 C 课啊，今天，嗨，汪之瑜你好。Chief, 你好. Well, nice to see you. Okay. Hi, Hubert, Flora, hey, Phoebe, and Riano. Right. Nice to see all of you here. And we have. Okay. Hi, Quack. 你好, 你好. All right. So thank you so much, guys, for coming in. All right. Okay. So today, I don't have much updates, but just a little bit. Okay, not much. Okay, so regarding some of the stock market here, looking at things like facing with some recession here, in the stock market, huh? Okay, so people are now actually coming in to actually started to have some worries about the stock market. Okay, of course, it's because of the war again. Okay, so because of the war, things like this, we have to be more careful in our trading. However, like I said, like I mentioned earlier on, okay. Hi, Arno Napella, correct? Arno Napella. All right. So nice to see you here. So actually, right now, in this session, forex trading plan, I just like to update all of you that despite whether they have some views about the recession factors that things are coming in, that recession is coming. Okay, but however, don't have to be so paranoid about it. Okay, because in forex trading you can buy and you can sell, correct? And importantly, if you can identify the trend, you know when to buy, when to sell on certain currency, which it will also help you to determine your trend, so that when you sell, you can sell at the right trend. When you buy at the correct trend. Always remember, flow with the trend. And if you are selling, sell at the resistance level. If you are buying, buy at the support level. Okay, all right. Okay, so let us move into our analysis today. So before we start trading, this is what I always do. We always check and have a plan for today, right? Before we actually go into our trading. That's very important, all right? So, okay, over here, Aussie CAD, I will go through some of the currency pairs that I will always focus, okay? And analyze out which are the one that I will take into consideration into my watch list today, so that I can trade better, okay, and to maintain the consistency there. All right, so let's move. Aussie CAD. We have been watching this Aussie CAD for a while, and from the support over here, previously it has been tested and it actually moved into a bull. So well, today let's look at this day chart. Day chart is always a chart for me to analyze my trend. Over here, this part here, as you can see, there's a big rejections, right? A long wick above. So it's a sign of a rejections from the market. So today it's moving downwards. It looks like it's a bear trend. Okay, so now let's check. In the bear trend, we need to look out for a resistance. Okay, we need to look out where is the resistance, and from the bull trend and going into the bear trend, there's always a transition period. This is the transition period here. So whenever there's a transition period, this is the period where a lot of people, they will be thinking that it's already starting the bear, and they start to sell, and who knows, it will start to retrace upward to a higher high. Example like this. Okay, example like this. All right. So we need to identify the transition before we can make any decision where we should be selling. Okay. These are the parts. These are the stages in forex trading that we need to take note where it is now, and what kind of strategy we should be looking at. Okay, we should be using in order to get our profits. So by looking at this, just now it has for the past 12 hours, it came down and it actually had a retracement. By looking at this, this is a lower resistance from here, from the peak over here. All right, it looks good. Yes, it is looking good. However, this part here is a transition where it should be very, we should be very, very careful with this in case it created another higher high, correct? So there's some rules in the transition that we need to apply. So now candle open below my blue box here. This is where I identify the transition area where it will go into the bear zone so that it is safe for us to sell today. All right, so yeah, it is good to sell, indeed. It is good to sell, but where should we be selling? Okay, so by looking at this, did you notice there's a trend here? There's a trend over here where it is looking at this wave. Higher, this is the higher peak. And this peak here, it went down, having a support, creating another resistance. And this resistance is termed as a lower resistance compared to the peak. So now, when we see a lower resistance, highly likely is going for a lower low. It will be going for lower low. And indeed, it is coming to a lower low at this point right now. Okay, so now, is it a good time to sell? I would say no, this is not the right time to sell yet. If we are selling, we are actually chasing the trades. So let's put this across here, okay, down, and bring the resistance, the red color dotted line here. When you see a lower resistance, which means it will create a lower low price. So very likely, okay, when it started to retrace upwards, I will wait for it to retrace upwards, like over here, okay, then I will start to sell. Okay, then I will start to sell. Why? Because after lower low resistance, okay, then a lower low price, usually when it retrace upwards, this is the support that has been break. And this support has been break, the support has been set up here. When it started to come down, let's wait for another new resistance to be formed. For example, a green and red candle below this area, because this is a transition area. Okay, then we start to sell. So that is where we should be selling. All right, this is where we should be selling. So let's move into H4 is a place where we actually see that where is the support and eventually may form up a new resistance for us to sell, or it may create a support which become a resistance. However, in this case, it is not a support that become a resistance. This is a support that breaks through and now maintaining below the support level. Okay, maintaining below the support level, that means to say it is still in the selling mode. Okay, so to see whether it can break the support level to go back to the support, okay, to the support area above here. So I will go into my H1. H1, let's see, okay, H1, this is a support here. But when you look back on the left side, there's another support here, correct? So when there's a green candle forming a resistance, red candle coming down, but it went up again, but previously it went to touch and go up again. So this is a support level, correct? It formed up a support level. It had been tested once, tested twice, and break. So now in H1, from the peak, we have a lower resistance here, and here we have a lower resistance, and now coming down here, the previous support has become the resistance. And this H1 shows us that the previous support has become a resistance, as in there are a few tests, there are a few tries, okay, and it breaks finally. So there will be a tendency, a lot of buyers in the market, retail market here, there will be a lot of people placing a lot of buy limits here, which will actually causing them to make a losses right now. So later, the price will actually push back. Okay, there tends to be tendency of retail market will have, okay, I'm making a losses for selling for buying trade, and now I'm going to buy back. Okay, so when they buy back, okay, okay, when they buy back to this term, okay, where they actually earlier on they suffer lesser losses, okay, or there isn't any losses, they will let go of the trade, will create a big selling volume, which will swing down again. So then we will enter from their selling off, and that is the big selling volume. Okay, then we will start entering for a trade. Okay, so right now in H1, looking at this part here, can you see a red, green candle is a support, right? So actually, right now we are left with only about 6 pips. So when we analyze out this part here, it is not good to sell now. Okay, it is not a good time to sell because we are facing a very tight space to grab our profits. So even you are scalping for 5 pips, it's not easy to get it because of the spread. There is a spread there, okay? But of course, there will be a chance to break through. However, we do not know what's going to happen in the next minute. So we should prepare ourselves before things happen. So give ourselves a planning, which actually give us a better chance to sell, okay? Which means to say, when it hits on the resistance here, which previous support has become the resistance here, and forming with a green red candle, which is a green and red is a selling signal. So over here, come down to the support level, that will be a 19 pips to 20. So that means to say another lower resistance is created. Another lower resistance is created. That means to say it's going to break this price, the support here, and creating a lower low to meet the support over here, correct? So that we will have more space to capture our profits. Okay, so for Aussie CAD today, after a long wait, okay, after a long wait, we have been monitoring for Aussie CAD. Today, I'm going to put Aussie CAD into my list, okay, into my list. Okay, so one, wait for it to retrace upwards to hit on the support, this area of support, which become the resistance, then I sell, okay? Alternatively, when it breaks the support and it retraces upwards to become a resistance, again, to form up a new resistance below the support area here, okay, below the support area here, then I start selling, okay? So today, I will put Aussie CAD into my watch list. Okay, after months and months of waiting, okay, for it to go on the bull, finally it has a chance to sell. Okay, so let's move again in Aussie franc. So just now I have actually explained some of the tips, okay, of the reading in Aussie CAD. So it applies a lot in the Aussie currency pairs as well. So let's take a look for Aussie franc. Aussie franc today, we have not go into strongest resistance area over here. Okay, but we face a resistance level up here. Okay, over here, can you see this long wick is a big selling? It's supposed to be a buy, but eventually it got rejected by the market. Somewhere, somehow, that bound to have a reason why it was being rejected. Okay, so I will place this this resistance here to check. Okay, can you see over here? Can you see over here? This area of resistance, like say here, okay, this is one of the peak have been touched and rejected down. Okay, and over here, as you can see, this area of resistance, okay, coming up to here, okay, and it form a support here, tested, break, and now become a resistance. So that is a good sign. So today, although we are in Aussie franc, this is in the bull trend, and I will term this as a retracement in the bull trend. I won't say that it is into the bear now. It is not yet. Okay, it is not yet. It just faced a resistance and now being rejected. So it may not short, it may not sell for a long term. Okay, it may not be going down for a lot of pips. So we can check. So if this is a retracement, where is the support level that I should be looking at? Okay, so by looking at this may be one, this may be one, and over here, this is a very clear one because the moustaches of the previous resistor that formed up a support. So over here in Aussie franc, okay, the resistance has become the support. We have about 30 pips of retracement trading to go. So over here, same thing. The peak here that actually faces the resistance and forming a lower resistance. It also means this is a sign of selling, a sign of strength to sell, to try to break the support, to meet up with the support as well. So we don't know whether the support can be break or it will retrace upwards. So tentatively over here, we still have chance to sell. So let's look at H1. H1 lower resistance has formed up and creating a lower low price, correct? So however, just now in H4, I termed that this is the support area, okay? Then in H1 to see, H1 is a place for me to see whether it will break the support. So right now over here, you can see that there's a support over here, correct? There's one support here where previous resistance been tested, break, become support, tested a few rounds and go up. Now is now coming here as a support. Okay, so this is a support. It's a genuine support. So now we are on the support. So if we want to sell Aussie franc, make sure it must break the support level to form a new resistance candle. Then we continue the selling from here to here. We have about 30 pips, 26 pips to 30 pips to go. Okay, so tentatively, okay, if I'm going to see this as a resistance, where because a lower resistance creating a lower low, this may become a previous resistance, it breaks and tested as a support, tested once and break, it become a resistance. But for Aussie franc, I will still be looking at, this is a retracement trading, so I will be looking at, I'll be waiting for it to break the support, forming a new resistance candle, then I sell. Okay, then I start selling. All right. Okay, so this is for Aussie franc, which is a retracement now, which is a retracement trading now. Okay, so take note of this. Although it seems like you have chance to sell, but must break the support. Okay. All right. Hi Roger, nice to see you here. Hi Joey, nice to see you. All right, so I hope things are getting good over your side for Joey. All right, stay safe. Okay, so over here, Aussie franc is a retracement trading. We need a lot of patience to break the support before we actually can start selling. All right. Okay, so but today I will still put this into my list because I still see about 30 pips, 26 pips, about 26 pips of space to go that I can grab some from my scalp. Okay, so I will still put this into my list. Okay, how about Aussie yen? Aussie yen. All right, Aussie yen, same thing. Aussie yen, it has been rejected. It has been rejected again. Okay, can you see there's a big selling candle? Okay, a rejection candle over here that formed a nice bearish pin bar here. Okay, so today, let's look at this. In H4, again, from the rejections, there's the blue box is estimated, huh? Okay, but the bottom is correct. So this part here, we are tentatively getting out of the bull and transit into the bear. So this area, the blue area, is a transition. So now we are in the bear. However, again, we are on the support. Okay, can you see? Plenty of support. Okay, tested, then break. Coming to break. Okay, coming to have a break. So I will want it to break first with a new resistance candle again, then I shall sell. Okay, we have about 50 pips to go. About 50 tested about 30 to 50 pips. So Aussie yen today, wow, is coming. Looks like Aussie is actually steaming off, okay, from the past few weeks of a bullish run. Okay, so good. So it's time for us to focus on the Aussie now. Okay, how about Aussie Kiwi? Aussie Kiwi, okay, Aussie Kiwi over here, been tested once into the bear zone, but failed, and retested again, failed again. So that means to say this area of resistance is very strong. Area of resistance is here, is very strong. Okay, so right now, by looking at this, let me put this, let me put this about here. Okay, and let's take a look. Where is the resistance? Okay, so right now, by by looking at this, okay, over here, H4, we are actually now facing a support. Okay, we are now on the support. Can you see there's a support here? Okay, red candle, green candle, and start to move into the bearish market. With the bullish pin bar showing up here, this is a very good sign of a support. So now we are going to break the support very soon. As you can see, lower resistance, creating a lower low. So lower resistance creating a lower low. Now we are on the lower low. So probably the next resistance will be here. Okay, as you can see, support here, tested, break. So this will be the resistance. Okay, the previous support has become a resistance. So if it's retracing from the support up here, I will wait for it to meet the resistance over at this price. For my MT4 is about 1.07152. So over here, this price will be my resistance level. So is it breaking on the support level? Let's take a look at H1. Okay, H1. So in H1, as we can see, yes, the support is going to break very soon. Okay, so for Aussie Yen, I will wait for it to break the support level. When there's a new resistance candle forming, okay, then I will start to sell Aussie Kiwi. Okay, then I will start selling Aussie Kiwi. So start selling Aussie Kiwi, then we have about we have about one, two, the last one touches here. We have about 20 to 25 pips of space. Okay, 20 to 25 pips of space. So let's wait patiently, okay, with this Aussie Kiwi. All right. Okay. Yeah, Roger, thank you. Thank you for your reminder. I will go a little bit slower in my English. All right. So, okay. So right now, over here for Aussie dollar, it has going here from the bull, tested once, tested twice into the bull market very strongly. And now in a bullish way, that it actually same thing has a rejections from the resistance over here. Can you see there's a resistance? One touch here, breaks, come back here, again resistance. So tested and now continue back to the retracement. It is still in the bull. Okay, guys, this is still in the bull. So there's a support here. I will say that over here, we have about 30 pips of space. When it touches this support, okay, if it's not breaking, it may retrace backward. Okay, it may go back to the prevailing trend of bull to continue the bull run. So this is a retracement trading. Okay, by looking at this, I will term this as a retracement trading. So let me see. This is the same support, and let's check. So I have a peak here, a lower resistance, creating a lower low. So very likely this is the resistance from the support here, and now it's trying to break the support, correct? Okay, so this is the resistance, this is the support level. Now we are on the support level. Okay, so if we are going to break this support, then in H1, as you can see, is it the same support level? Yes, yes. So this is the support level over here. So Aussie dollar, if it stop here and now it's retracing upwards, I would say please go further up. Please go further up to meet up with the previous support. Okay, is here, tested once, twice, third time, fourth time, break. So this shall term as a support, become a resistance. Okay, this will become a support, become the resistance. So now, for Aussie dollar, two ways. Because it's a retracement trading, I will say that one, it will go up, test on the resistance. Okay, the previous support which become the resistance, which is about 20 pips away. Let's wait for it to meet with this resistance, not breaking, and form a new lower resistance. Then when it have a selling candle, red dot, then we start to sell. Okay, alternatively, it must break the support here, new selling resistance candle, then we sell. Okay, that's for Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar is a retracement trading. However, it's still giving us a good chance, okay, to sell today. So Aussie, I guess many of us will love Aussie because we need lower margin and we can get a better profit, right? Okay, so it will be quite safe for us. Okay, how about Euro Aussie? Since Aussie today are going on the selling side, so this cross pair, the theory here, it will very likely it is going to be a buy, supported, and it should be going for a buy. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Give me a while. Let me have a sip of water. Okay, very poor vocal I have after talking so much of so many years. Okay, so now Euro Aussie buying is possible, but not for selling today. So buyers, please take note. Okay, so over here we have a resistance, and now it has breakthrough. So it may retest the resistance, forming up a support candle, red, green. Red and green is the opposite of selling. Okay, then you get ready to buy. Okay, so that's for Euro Aussie. So since I'm a seller, I will only focus on selling. I will not put this into my watch list. EURUSD, same thing. Okay, it hits on the buying zone. Okay, the bull zone here, and now rejections up. Okay, just in case you cannot see. Okay, just over here there's a rejection. So into the bull zone and got rejected out, forming a gap down, if you can see, and now we have a little gap up. All right, with a rejection candle. What is this sign? This is a bullish sign. Okay, this is a bullish sign. So for the next few days, I guess EURUSD is going for a buy. So tentatively, buyers pay attention to this, but not for sellers. Sellers stay away. Okay. So same thing over here. As you can see, this is a this is a resistance. Now it's trying to retest the resistance. So if this resistance is not break, support come with red and green candle, buying signal, then you can start buying. Okay, but of course have to take note of the resistance. Don't just buy blindly. Okay, all right. Okay, so next to go, Euro pound again. Given the situation right now in for this war between the Russia and Ukraine, okay, I would say that between euro and the pound, okay, we should stay away because we do not know what are the next step or what is the impact, what are the impacts going to affect the whole European countries out there. So tentatively, okay, be safe, stay away. All right. Okay, so Euro yen. As you can see, Euro yen, yesterday I plotted out one support level here. Indeed, it hits on the support and it got rejected. And today, it's forming up a red-green candle is a buying signal. When this buying signal, if it continue to go, okay, so I will say that in H4 over here, as you can see, it has been rejected and it had retested the resistance. And it went up again. The resistance, it cannot break down into the resistance area. So right now, as you can see, it's actually coming with a green red candle selling off the euro yen to test the resistance once again. But in the whole, you can see from the support, it's creating a higher support, a higher low which equal to higher support, and this may creating another higher support. Okay, or it may test the resistance as a support. Okay, over here, as the test a support here, and it may create a red-green buying signal and continue the buying. Okay, so euro yen, take note, no selling. Okay, although we do have some retesting space of 28 pips, but I guess this is kind of dangerous. Okay, so no. Okay, all right, so no selling, but buyers can take note. But buyers have to be patient to wait for this candle. The current candle is a selling candle now to become a buying candle, and you will see that this is going on a higher support, and a higher support means a strength to buy. All right, so this is important. Okay, so Euro Kiwi, same thing. It hits on the support, yes, which I plotted out yesterday, and now it has a rejection. It has a very strong rejections, and forming a support now. The gap down, If tomorrow is a gap up, it's going to be a very strong bullish buying market. Okay, for Euro Kiwi. Euro Kiwi, we have been selling for weeks, but it doesn't mean that it will continue the selling. There's somewhere somehow it may pause like this, okay, for 1 or 2 days, and it may stop the bearish market and go back to the bullish market. Okay, so we need to know the particular currency pair like Euro Kiwi. Since we have been selling for so long, but we cannot take it for granted that it will continue the selling. Let's wait. If it's going to sell again, let's wait for tomorrow. Okay, so yep, euro dollar. Yes, we are in the bear market now. Okay, we are still in the bear. So we are still in the bear, although we are still in the bear market. But can you see there's a rejection as well? The whole of the whole of the chart is in the bear. So hoping that today, when it's actually having a support, but we have a rejection here. We have a rejection here. Why is there a rejection? Let's check in H4. Okay, let's check in H4. I see something. The previous support has become a resistance. Okay, it has been tested. Okay, then tested, break, and now it's forming up a new resistance. And this new resistance coming down to retest the support area. And this is another new support area over here, which is very near. And also to the previous support that which I plotted out yesterday. First of all, you have a new support here, which is not very strong. Okay, 16 pips. If you want to scalp for selling, I advise you to get within 10. And if you're going for the lower one, which is 40 pips, first of all, cross this support first. Okay, if not, it's going to be dangerous. We are at the rock bottom, okay, of this wave. So this rock bottom of this wave, it may not be good enough for you to sell. Never sell your price, never sell at the rock bottom, okay, unless it give you a very good signal to sell. If not, I will stay away. Okay, so once again, if it tests on the resistance and it's not breaking, and it has a new green and red selling signal, okay, then from here I will have a better space of 50 pips. Okay, then I will start selling because it's creating a lower resistance. A lower resistance also means there's a good chance for a lower low price, a strength to sell. Then I will, with all this theory supported, okay, and the movement from the market, then I will start selling. If not, I will not sell euro dollar. Okay, right? Euro dollar, yes, I will still put this into my list for euro dollar. Okay, and I guess we still stand a chance, all right, but just be patient. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm left with 15 minutes. Okay, quickly let's go with pound Aussie. All right, pound Aussie, after selling in the bear all the way and rejection from my plotted support again, correct? Yesterday I plotted this support. It hits and retraces up. Okay, it got rejections. So now today we have a gap down, and now prices are moving high. Okay, than the previous day. Okay, the previous day high. So it's a sign of buying. So buyers can take note, okay, but not for sellers. Sellers stay away. Okay, sellers stay away. So where are we looking at? Do you see? Can you see over here? There's a support already, and it's starting to go for a buy. And this is no good for seller. So buyers, take note, okay, but it's already missed. You already missed one round, okay. So I guess probably the next round of red and green candle buying signal, then you buy. Okay, all right. So pound CAD. Now let's go for pound CAD. Pound CAD, same thing. It hits on the blue zone, which is another support area, and it actually got rejected today. Rejection. After the rejection, it has a support. So today, looking at this support, by looking at this, pound CAD identify the trend is still in the bear. We still stand a chance for a retesting of the bull zone, which stands about 80 pips, 80. 80 pips of space, which looks good, correct? It looks good. So, but 80 pips of space doesn't mean that I will take 80 pips in one shot. Okay, probably may not because of the situation now. Okay, so now by looking at this, it's forming up a new resistance. So this forming up a new resistance, it means a lower resistance, a strength to sell, okay, and now as a sign to sell. So H1, looking at H1, is that a sign to sell? So first of all, let's take a look. H1 is a time frame where it will show me, okay, determine whether it will break the resistance. By looking at the resistance over here, one touch, two, okay, and tested now, seems like it's not breaking, okay, and it's a retracement now, okay. So from the retracement of buying, forming a higher support, and it hits on the resistance, is stop, correct, is stop. So by looking at this AUDCAD, we are on the resistance, okay, we are on the resistance for selling. So over here, is there a chance to sell? Yes, we do have, we have a chance to sell, okay. And today AUDCAD looks like the spread has come back to normal, okay. Okay, so actually we do have a chance to sell now, AUDCAD, okay. Okay, so again, taking into consideration that I'm going to sell, but in H1 is the place where I see whether it can break my support or it can break my resistance. Am I right? So by looking at this, the nearest support over here, we are on the support already. Okay, so if the next candle that's going to open below the support area, okay, it's a good chance to sell. In fact, it's a good chance to sell. Okay, so AUDCAD, I would say that yes, we do have a chance to sell today. We do have a chance to sell today, huh? Okay, AUDCAD, okay, AUDCAD, okay, so over here, human, okay. Whenever you repeat, it's always a good chance to sell. Okay, so yeah, AUDCAD, okay, but for AUDCAD, most likely I'm going to grab for another, I think there's another support here, so likely I'm going to grab a 5. Okay, I'm going to grab a 5 pips, okay. Okay, so good luck in AUDCAD. Okay, so over here, next to go, all right, and AUDCAD, let's wait lah. I will wait. Okay, let's wait. AUDCAD, let's wait for a new in M5. Okay, M5 is a lower time frame to show. Okay, because as you can see, this support level is actually very near. Okay, there's a range of support, right? Okay, so I'm waiting for it to have a new lower resistance. Okay, compared to here. Okay, from the resistance area, this is the H4 resistance, H1 resistance, same resistance. And if there's another lower resistance, that means to say it's going for a lower low. So when it's going for a lower low, very likely, highly likely, it will break the support, okay, and go for a lower price. So, but again, not much, okay. I would say that going to have this is about 20 pips. Likely, I'm good. In this case, I will just for this case, because of support, I will grab a 5. Okay, right. When the new lower resistance form, okay, I will grab a 5. Okay, all right. So AUDCAD, very likely. Okay, so I will place this into my watch list. Next to go, PoundFranc. I will say no, because the support area is here, and now we are in the support area. Okay, although it's good to see such a rejection candle as a bearish pin bar here, which is good, but it actually rejected the whole price into the bull zone. So in this bull zone, this stage, a lot of turbulence. There may be a chance to buy, there may be a chance to sell. So I do not know where it will be going. It's unclear. So I will skip this. Okay. How about pound yen? All right, pound yen. To identify the trend first, we are into the bear, coming out into the bear market. So bear is still running. However, it meets up with the support. So I will be looking out for where is the resistance before I sell for the pound yen. Okay, so pound yen lower resistance creating. Okay, it hits. Okay, the lower resistance plotted out yesterday. Okay, and now it still continue to test the support. After testing the support, now can you see it came along with a new resistance, a lower resistance compared to the previous one. it's a sign to sell again. However, pound yen to the support, we have 20 pips. Looks good. Okay, looks good. Okay, oh my god, but it missed. We have missed this part, huh? Okay, so now it's on the it has already ran for about, let's see, 25 pips, although we still have 20 pips to go. But I will not sell right now. Okay, we are in the middle of nowhere. This is a no man land. Okay, not clear enough, because if I enter a trade right now, I have already missed the opportunity from the resistance to the current price about 30 pips already. So if I enter a trade right now, is chasing. So no. All right. So I will wait for it to retrace upwards to retest the resistance again. Okay, to retest the resistance here. Then if it's not breaking with another selling of green and red signal, then I will enter for a selling. Okay, that will be a better choice. But if it's asking me to enter now, I won't be entering now. Okay, it's kind of good right now because I see a lower resistance created now. That means to say it will have a lower low price to break the support. Highly likely, but patient needed. Okay, so I'm going to put this pound yen into my watch list as well. Okay, pound yen. So good to go, pound yen. All right. Okay, so good to have pound yen into my watch list because it's still in the bearish market, showing a strength to sell. Pound Kiwi, Pound Kiwi. Let's take a look at Pound Kiwi. Pound Kiwi, we are into the bear trend. All right, having a support right now, supported, rejected again yesterday, and now we are on the support. So by looking at this right now, and this support has created a higher support, and now it's going to retrace and to test the resistance. Alternatively, it may also create a higher support and continue for a higher high price. So this one, okay, for this one, where is the resistance that we can see? Okay, H1 is already in the retracement. Aqua cuts above the white line for us, okay, in the system here. It has already become a retracement. So when will the retracement ending? Likely to be on this resistance level. So if it will still go up and test the resistance, if it's not breaking, that means to say it has a chance to sell, but it's a ending of the retracement. It needed to go back into the bear prevailing trend, then it will start selling. So pound kiwi, you can wait, okay, but this is a retracement trading. Okay, so please take note, huh? Okay, pound kiwi. So let me stay put with this. I'm not going to put this into my watch list first. Pound dollar, good. After it went in the bull, retested and break here, it breaks the higher support pattern. Okay, so the momentum is gone. So now it went back to lower resistance, lower resistance. So continue and break through the bull zone and go into my support. If we are going to sell this pound dollar, we have to wait for it to break the support. It must break the support before we can sell. Okay, it must. It's a must. It's a must. Okay, why is that so? Is it still in the bull or is it a bear? Right now, it went back to the bear signal, bear zone. Okay, that we can continue the selling. Okay, and by looking at the H4, the general strength, it has created lower resistance. Is a sign to sell and a sign of lower price. A low price, that means to say the support will break easily. Okay, it's still a sign. Okay, remember. So pound dollar, we still have a chance. It went back to the bear. So right now, I'm going to put pound dollar as selling into my selling watch list. Okay. All right, quickly, dollar CAD. Dollar CAD, no. Okay, we are very near to the resistance level, as you can see. Okay, the resistance level here. Okay, one here, another one here, and this is the bear zone. So today it may have a selling or tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to stay put, okay, with this because by looking at H4, we are actually still having a higher support, okay, into the bear zone. So very likely it's a strength to buy and it's going to break the resistance. So I'm going to stay put with this. Buyers stay away because it's so near to the resistance as well. All right. Okay, so dollar franc, very clear cut, is still in the bull, very clear, it's still running on the bull, higher support, and now we are going into the resistance as well. So I would say dollar is going strong. However, buyers stay away because we are very near to the resistance level, which only have about 12 to 15 pips. Okay, so stay away first. All right. Dollar yen, dollar yen, same. It's a very clear cut. It's into the bull from here. The support, higher low, higher low, higher support towards the resistance is a sign of buying. So seller has to stay away. But for buyer, you have buyers. You still have about 30 pips to buy. Okay, to before it meets up with the resistance. So make sure you have we have a red and green candle, a buying signal before you take action. Okay. All right, Riano, Roger, okay, Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin, tentatively of last week over the weekend, it came down here to meet up with the support here, as I mentioned last week. This one has no change. Okay, it's still in this area. So now it seems like it's still testing on the support. Okay, so is it a good time to buy right now? I would say that tentatively, I wouldn't suggest a buy yet. Because of the rejection candle here, it is not a very ideal price to buy. Okay, so they are still looking out for a support. Okay, they are hoping that maybe this support is a good one. Okay, so just stay put. Okay, if I'm going to buy, I guess the resistance level you have to take note. Okay, take note of the resistance level, and the resistance level for Bitcoin. Okay, yes, Riano, you're right. Okay, so for Bitcoin, I won't be selling. Remember that. Okay, I won't be looking for a sell. I'll be doing one direction, which is buying. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's check what do we have today. Okay, and I'm going to wrap up before the market starts. Aussie CAD, Aussie franc, Aussie yen, Aussie kiwi, and Aussie dollar. Well, okay, and euro dollar, pound CAD, pound yen, and pound dollar. All right, no dollar for selling because looks like dollar is going strong. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. Thank you for coming in as as a support here. Give me a like. Okay, if new sub, please click on the subscribe button and ring up the bell so that you will get the notification again tomorrow when I go live. All right. Thank you so much, guys. This is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. Wish you good luck in your trading and bountiful of profits today. Right. If you get anything, remember to share your joy with me under this video in the comment. All right. Thank you so much, guys. See you tomorrow. See you.